Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Monday afternoon. Welcome into the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Brett Pritchard. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Of course, Auburn coming off a very disappointing loss in Baton Rouge to now the number one team in the country, the LSU Tigers, according to the AP poll, as they take down Auburn 23-20 in just a terrific defensive performance by Auburn. One of the best game plans, executions of that game plan, maybe I've ever seen at Auburn, and it goes for naught as the offense unable to get anything going really for any kind of consistency. Only 287 yards, and just time and time again they had opportunities. The defense gave them opportunities to get back in the game, and yet through just another disappointing performance, they were in the game at the end and had a chance. One of the better onside kicks you'll see, and the ball was on the ground, but Auburn couldn't get it to maybe possibly send it to overtime. But anyway, we'll talk about that game. We'd love to get your thoughts on it. Of course, a lot of negativity pointed toward Gus Malzahn and Bo Nix and this offense, and rightly so. Auburn's had two big away games against two very good teams and has really looked very, very bad on the offensive side in those two games against Florida and LSU. We'll break down those numbers. We'll kind of look at the Auburn offense over the past 5 years, and maybe the numbers could be a little surprising. I went back and looked in every single Power 5 game since 2015, and these are not outliers, really.
No, they're not. They're not outliers.
This has become kind of common.
Well, the first thing I thought about you when we had multiple false starts, and I thought about all that.
2 weeks.
You said, well, if you go off and do it down here after you said this, you're not a good coach. That was your quote, and that's the truth. I mean, you continue to make the same mistakes, and there's so many different angles that we need to take on this today to talk about. The first place you start is with the ineptness on offense, the lack of running game. I think, there's a stat out there that I'll pull up here in just a little bit about when Auburn doesn't run the ball 35 times in a game, how bad it is. Well, what do we have? We didn't have but 48 plays, did we? We get 48 offensive plays? And LSU had 90?
88.
Excuse me.
If you take, I think though, Philip Marshall said if you take away the plays that were wiped out by penalty, they actually are on the field for like 97.
So, all right. So, bottom line is to perform the way that defense performed, having to go against that offense for 90-something plays, is truly amazing. It's a shame that your offense can't move the ball. Now I know I had some people tell me this weekend, they said, well, just a few years ago, it was in 13 and 14, if we'd had a better defense, we'd have won the national championship. And true. I mean, it was on the defensive side of the ball back in those days. So I hate it. There's a lot of different things to look at. And, look, I even had multiple Alabama fans tell me they've never witnessed what they saw in that game with Holden. I mean, I know every game, every fan on every side has a complaint here and there. Oh, that was a hold on that play. That's fine. Man, I've never seen, and it's all over social media, obviously, the screenshots and the videos. I've never seen such blatant holding in my life not get called. I mean, it's a problem. And, and I was in a text thread with some people yesterday, and I said, either way the SEC loses on this, because, number one, if they're really that bad, they need to be fired now if they can't see what everybody else is seeing. And number two, if they know it and they're turning their head, then the SEC is doing what everybody thinks they're doing, is they're trying to set up things for down the line. And you know, and they're telling them to turn their head and don't call so much of this, and you can call it on every play, and I understand that. But that's not really what the whole game was about. Yes, that first touchdown drive for LSU, I think they held 4 or 5 times very, very obviously and got away with it and scored a touchdown. But, man, you don't really have an argument when you can't move the football. And when you can't score, you don't really have much of an argument because, I mean, if you take that touchdown away, I mean, okay, so what? They still probably were going to win the game because we couldn't muster anything.
69 plays Auburn actually ran.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But just for that clarification. But you're exactly right. Look, it was obvious after the first quarter that LSU's offensive line couldn't deal with Auburn's defensive line. And we were only rushing 3 and 4 at times.
I mean, they were getting beat so bad.
That was clear. That was obvious to everybody. LSU fans, Auburn fans, even novice people. After the first quarter, it seemed like LSU made the decision, we're going to do whatever's necessary to try to keep them out of the backfield.
That's right.
And
kudos to them.
And for whatever reason, the SEC officials in that game decided, well, okay, we're just going to let them do whatever they can to stop Auburn and to try to negate Auburn's biggest advantage here. And they did. And now, I mean, Auburn overcame it to the point to where they still only gave up 23 points. You know, it did have an impact on the game, like you say. As bad as Auburn's offense played, it's hard to say that cost them the game. But, yeah, it was bad. I mean, you don't hear Derek Brown. I never heard Derek Brown say anything after a game.
He's never been derogatory about that.
Ever. Marlon Davidson, for that matter, as well. So it was disappointing.
Look, man, everybody's not. Everybody could see. I mean, we don't have to sit here and go over this point of the game for the next hour. Everybody knows it happened. Even the fans of other teams knew it happened. There's nothing you can do about it. The SEC has to decide what they want to do moving forward about that kind of stuff. 2 weeks ago, it was the South Carolina-Florida game. I mean, it was very egregious. Calls not being called. I mean, it gives fuel to the conspiracy theorists. We're not on here. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Look, if you play well on offense, you win the game. But what it does fuel those people out there that think things are rigged and all that. When somebody runs down the field against South Carolina and makes a clear block and they don't call it wasn't an attempt to try to run a route, and you have that many screenshots of holds. I'm talking about maybe 10 screenshots of holds that were just blatant, and that you decided, hey, we're gonna kind of let them just play it out. However, look, and then we've seen other sides where in the secondary, referees maybe let them play a little bit more physical, and some referees, if you touch somebody, it's a flag. Mm-hmm. I know it's the human element part of the game, but man, for them not to get a hold until the very last drive, and that was kind of a slap in the face because that gave them an extra play and allowed them to run the clock out. So,
yeah, I mean, the guy was going to get a first down anyway, so either way it went, it was not going to be good for Auburn. So, we'd love to hear from you. We always love your comments. I know there are going to be a lot of comments today. We appreciate all of those. Keep them coming. We'll try to get to as many as we can. Auburn 20, LSU 23. That was the
3 years in a row
in Baton Rouge. It's been 20 years since Auburn won there, and it'll be 22 more before we get a chance.
10 trips in a row to Baton Rouge that have come up short, and a majority of them have been real close.
Oh, yeah.
And in certain things, one way or the other could have gone Auburn's way, would have made the difference. But this is 3 years in a row Auburn has lost 3 very close games to LSU. The 2 previous years, Auburn was in control of the game and allowed LSU to come back. Here, Auburn was in control defensively but couldn't muster up any points to really threaten LSU. So LSU kind of changed their game plan a little bit, I think. They knew it was tough against Auburn. Don't give Auburn a defensive score. Their offense can't move the ball. They've been there before where they've been up in 1994 and do stupid stuff over and over and allow a team to come back and beat you. And I think that may have changed the way they attacked on offense too, because we were so bad offensively. They knew the only way I think that we can lose this game is by giving up a cheap one on defense. Defense. Excuse me.
And it's easy to go negative and talk about all the bad things that happen, but I don't want to overlook And I certainly don't want to undersell how good this Auburn defense was in this game. You said it and to open the show. And look, LSU ran 48 plays against Florida, and they scored 42 points. They ran almost 40 more plays against Auburn and only scored 23 points. I mean, think about that.
The quarterback sneak the quarterback draw that Burrow scored on. Have you seen that hold up the middle? No. That's maybe the worst one. He just decided, I'm going to go ahead and grab him in a bear hug, and he ran right off that block. It's just comical almost. I mean, I know. Look, sometimes you win games however you got to win them, but literally, if they hauled the holdings in that game that were just obvious, I don't know if LSU would have had a yard offense. I mean, they never would have gotten anything going.
No.
I mean, I'm being serious about it, but we'll talk in the next segment about this offense, because this is the same song and dance.
Yeah.
And Bo Nix does not deserve to be just crucified. He's partly to blame, but the play calling in this game.
You're in 3rd, 15 the whole game.
And the play calling is just the first 3rd down on the first drive for Auburn is a out route to the wide side of the field on the far boundary. Is that what we got in the playbook for 3rd and 6 or 7? Terrible call right out of the gate.
Well, here up against our first break here. Love to hear from you. More to come right after these messages.
Score big with these deals at Bice Motors in Alex City. Up to 27% off on select 2019 Ram trucks. During Jeep Adventure Days, lease a new 2019 Jeep Compass Latitude for $209 a month. Save over $8,000 on a new 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee Altitude.
We guarantee the lowest price, or we'll pay you the difference in price twice.
Make your scoring drive to Bice Motors in Alex City.
Lake Martin Building Supply, located on Dable Road in Alexander City. Owners Tiffany and Michael Huff believe in constantly improving their inventory for you. From deer corn, feeders, to Valspar paint, to top quality lumber and RV section, Lake Martin Building Supply welcomes each customer that comes through the door with a warm hello and a pleasant goodbye, and a come back to see us real soon. That's Lake Martin Building Supply, Dable Road. Call today, 256-234-5500.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
From the smallest drippy faucet to drain cleaning to water heater replacement to gas lines to total systems replacement, A&M Plumbing handles it all. Visit amplumbing.net today for the experienced, licensed, and insured pros at A&M Plumbing.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
Finding a job might be tough, but starting your new career has never been easier. Wellborn Cabinet in Ashland has a wide array of career opportunities with benefits. General labor production, skilled cabinet builders, product assembly line, shipping, over-the-road truck drivers, clerical, marketing, security, daycare, office clerks, and so much more. Apply in person, 38669 Highway 77 South in Ashland, or online at wellborn.com. Building cabinets, building careers, and building our community.
Hillby Towers is an affordable senior citizen community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East, where spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living, where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more about Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552, where your family at Hillby Towers. That's 256-329-0552.
Alex City Marines located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, and the Yerkes invite you by to see what they have available today. The 2020 Manitous and Landaus are in, and boy are they gorgeous. Also some great deals on demos. Take advantage of that while they last. Alex City Marine also is doing shrink wrapping, storage. Get in line now. In fact, call this number, 256-215-FISH. Alex City Marine, Alex City.
The Prestige Selection at Gill's Auto Sales in Opelika has the largest selection of prestige cars, trucks, and SUVs in Central and East Alabama, all with financing available, little to no money down, and extended warranties. Get pre-qualified in under 2 minutes, online or from your mobile device at GillsPrestigeOnline.com. It's the Prestige Selection at Gill's Auto Sales, 1430 Gateway Drive in Opelika.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you for about 45 more minutes in today's show, brought to you by Russell Do-It Center for all your building supply needs. Home decor tools, whatever it might be, go and check out Russell Do-It Center. Talking about Auburn's loss to LSU 23-20 on the road in Baton Rouge. Again, a phenomenal defensive performance. Don't know if you're going to see anybody hold this LSU offense to 23 points, especially at home. But I never seen, 3-1-7 Auburn defensive alignment. Kevin Steele had a great plan, executed it again. Weren't perfect, but they played extremely well and gave Auburn a chance to win. And it just wasn't. Let's get to some of the comments.
Yeah, let's get on to the comments here. Marvin says, I know y'all aren't actively rooting against Auburn. Never will, by the way. Right now, but how upset will y'all be if Auburn lost out? I'm going to be upset. I don't want Auburn to lose out in any situation. I just think, Auburn's got Georgia and Alabama at home. I got Ole Miss this weekend. Pretty much the shot at going to the championship game is out. But you lost two extremely tough games on the road in two of the hardest places to play right now to two top 6 teams. And if you end up somehow winning the Georgia and Alabama game and go 10-2 on the season, you look back at the schedule and you go, man, we dropped 2 games and we played like crap on offense in both of them. And I don't think anybody's going to be complaining.
If you win one of the two and win a bowl game and go 10-3, you still got to look back and say, man, we had a true freshman.
And had a horrendous schedule. There's still some things. I know where everybody's going with that. The offense is terrible. Gus Malzahn's play calling and selection is still the same as it's been the last 2 years. There's also the situation with the quarterbacks and how they're developing. I know all this stuff. We'll get to that in a little bit. That ain't changed. Justin said it was a huge mistake to throw the 50-50 at the end of the half and not play for the field goal. So big not to get those 3 points, especially in hindsight. You look back, you'd love to have at least a shot at kicking that field goal. I'm not so necessarily upset with a play call there. It's that it is a 50-50 ball at that point. And DJ Williams just makes a great run to get you down there. You have a chance to get some points on the board. I tend to be a little bit more conservative and try to, since we busted this play and we're down here, can we get another 10, 15 yards and try a field goal? Jeffrey said we can't run consistently against defenses with bigger lines. Don't think we can be a play action passing team and be successful. We're going to have to be more inventive in the passing game. This is kind of where all this is going from this point, Andy, here. Imagine Oklahoma's offense and Auburn's defense, Marvin said. Well, Oklahoma had their own problems on Saturday. Gus's offense could score – if Gus's offense could score a meager 24 points every game, and he puts this big list on here of things that happens over the last, basically since 2015 where Auburn would be. We're not going to run all that down. Justin said the officiating across the conference has been laughable all year, for and against all the teams. Just need some consistency there. Justin said, what are y'all's personal feelings toward the program moving forward? We'll get to that here in a little bit. Donald thinks the same as you. Seems like a waste of perhaps the best defensive line in Auburn history and an all-senior offensive line. Here's the best comment I've seen so far. Patrick says, Joe Brady, LSU passing coordinator, NFL experience with New Orleans Saints. Steve Sarkisian, Alabama offensive coordinator, passing coordinator, former OC for the Falcons, former head coach for the USC Trojans. Auburn OC Gus, passing coordinator Cody Burns, and you wonder why we can't throw the football. There is a problem throwing the football. There is a problem with the play design. There's a problem still when Gary Danielson even says, look, Anthony Schwartz once again is not a factor in this game.
3 touches.
Jalen Waddle for Alabama, even though they have such a talented receiving corps, make it a point to get the ball to him X number of times a game. You know why? Because he's a game breaker. He's a guy that can take it to the house from anywhere on the field. Well, Anthony Schwartz can't score if he didn't touch the football. You know, and he wasn't even on the field for the first drive. When I was in a text thread, somebody said, well, I think he must have been suspended for the first drive. Well, what did he do now? There's always a suspension or, hold somebody out for possession or whatever. And I'm not questioning the coaches. They need to do what they need to do. But, Andy, the players that go missing it's baffling. He brings a lot of this on himself from the fans and all because people just want to know answers. Why do we do what we do?
Well, at least we're seeing maybe that DJ Williams is as talented maybe as we've been led to believe. He's got some definite ability.
Yeah, it only took 5 or 6 games to get him on the field.
And it takes this half a season to even get
Harold
him
Joyner, once again, no sign of him.
No, he's not.
He ain't an option. He no option.
He is not.
Just not an option.
Well, the wheel route was obviously not a part of this game plan.
And obviously, all Seth Williams, all we can do now to him is just throw it up on the sideline. That's his one predicated route. And poor Eli Stove came out. They targeted him like 3 times, and then I don't think he got targeted the rest of the game.
Well, Sean Shivers, you look like you had a lot of
momentum running the football in.
Did
he get another carry?
You felt like his speed was going to be something, and he doesn't come back in the game. You don't do that. Now, granted, I will say in Gus's defense, you start out game planning and calling plays in that they're going to be successful. You don't expect to be in 3rd and 15 all the time. A lot of times because of penalties.
Yeah, the offensive line still just not getting it done.
Well, that's a big part of it, and that kind of tells you where we are. We have to bench our senior center in the middle or in the 4th quarter of the biggest game of the year. In the middle of the year of our head coach's 7th year, we got to bench our center. That's where we are.
Well, horrendous snap. There's some other good comments when we come back from this break. I want to read them because everybody's making some good points on here. They really are. Brandon's got a good one about Bo Nix, and why not? Joey Gatewood got in from one play. He tried to go in and about got choked to death by Gus pulling him back, saying, no, don't go in there. And then they run Bo in that play and he gets 2 yards. Our red zone offense is
not good.
Not very good.
We're up against another break.
Breaking
Don't go
news
anywhere.
there.
More to come. I know.
Find everything you need for the perfect outdoor living space at Russell Do-It Center, like the Fire Rock Outdoor Conventional Fireplace, smartly designed masonry systems that are easy to install and are less than half the cost of a scratch-built brick and mortar fireplace. Weber Grills, the best outdoor gas, electric, and charcoal grills, which always come pre-assembled. Yeti Coolers, premium coolers and accessories that are the ultimate in design, performance, and durability. Russell Do-It Center, experience and knowledge from the pros.
So, you may not know it, but you've seen our work everywhere. For a combined 50 years, SignSource has been Central Alabama's premier option for all your sign needs. Custom signs for your business, club, or organization. Wraps and decals for your vehicle or boat. Full-color banners for your big sale, or a photo collage on canvas for grandma. All with fast, friendly, prompt service. Check out our website at signsourcenow.com. 888-533 6758. Go straight to the source. Sign Source.
Lex Wedgeworth has been the most trusted pest control for generations, and now with EnviroCare, you can expect the same high standards for all your pest control needs. EnviroCare's exclusive Centricon termite colony elimination system provides the industry standard to protect your home or business. EnviroCare's Centricon system protects your home year-round. Call the professionals at EnviroCare throughout East Central Alabama for a free estimate. Nobody cares like EnviroCare, the next generation of full pest control for your home or business.
WOTM, your new TV home for high school sports in Alabama. This Thursday on WOTM, catch the AHSAA High School Football Game of the Week, presented by Ox Foundations. This week's matchup will feature the Pickens County Tornadoes versus the Gordo Green Wave. Stay with WOTM all 4 weeks of the playoffs. WOTM, the new home of AHSAA Super 7, live from Jordan-Hare.
Cater your tailgate and game day parties with Chicken Salad Chick. All the Chick favorites like Buffalo Barkley, Kickin' Kaylin, and Sassy Scotty make the perfect dips and sandwich platters. Chicken Salad Chick is always a great choice when planning for a crowd. Our grab-and-go quick chicks make it easy. And now for a limited time, Rockin' Rita is back. Made with Wickles spicy red relish, this flavor has a kick of spice. Chicken Salad Chick and fall football, the perfect matchup.
LMG Advertising Agency offers a comprehensive marketing solution tailored to each of our clients' needs. We are a full-service marketing firm offering website design and development, video production, social media marketing, search engine optimization, and overall branding that includes logo design, brochures, mailouts, and more. Our experienced team of marketing professionals would love to come up with a marketing strategy that will deliver results for you and your business. Learn more at lmgadagency.com or call today to start at 256-825-0197.
At Mortgage Pro, we won't be able to finance a new car or new boat. We can't open you a checking account. Mortgage Pro specializes in mortgage loans. If you're looking to purchase a new home or refinance your current home, the only way to go is Mortgage Pro. We can close in 15 days or less. We can offer the best rates in the mortgage industry. And we can waive appraisal fees on any new loan from September 1st until December 31st. Call Mortgage Pro today.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you for about 30 more minutes. Brought to you, as always, by Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team, for all your mortgage needs. It's a great time to refinance. Interest rates are very low right now. Give them a call, 256-397-0248. You will be glad you did. They are saving people thousands of dollars each and every day. That's 256-397-0248. Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. The comments continue to flood in. Great. Very good.
Yeah, they really are. Ed said, thank you note was written to Jimmy Sexton by all the SEC coaches. It says, thank you. Would hate to see Gus go anywhere else. Sincerely, SEC coaches. Brandon Thomas says, it's obvious that the moment is too big for Bo, so why can't Bo Nix be benched or split time? Also, when did we start passing the ball 30 times a game with a true freshman, mind you? If it's the offensive line, why are we passing so much? Oregon 13-31 passing. Florida 11-27 passing. 15-35 passing against LSU. I mean, these are all great and valid points. We all are not crucifying. We're not crucifying Bo Nix, but man, if he's struggling, don't leave the kid out there to drown. I mean, Joey Gatewood is about to, like a caged beast, wanting to at least get in there and give it a shot. Justin says, and Jim says, hashtag Gatewood, like he's been saying since the spring. Gus had it in 2013. I had a sliver of hope he could regain it, especially since taking back over the offense this year. The ship has sailed as far as consistently, even good offensive versus good defenses. It's true there. Ed said Cadillac tried to send Gatewood in the game, and Gus horse-collared him back. Tuck said no more perimeter runs, no off-tackle runs, no dig routes. You have a package for Gatewood, but don't use it, ? Luke said, why put in a damaged Twitlow for Wildcat when he only runs up the middle when Gatewood is bigger, faster, and a threat to throw? Makes no sense. Outstanding point. Why can Joey Gatewood not get in the game? Is Gus Malzahn so worried about a quarterback controversy that he's willing to lose football games and be so stubborn that he makes his decision and he says he's going to stick with it? It's not a cut on Bo Nix. Bo Nix just goes out there and does what he's told to do. And I know Auburn fans get tired of him throwing the ball in the ground, but at least that's a good play. I've known some in the past to just throw it up for grabs and have an interception. There's nothing there. He's running for his life.
I think Gus truly believes that Bo Nix gives Auburn the best chance to win, and he is enamored with this dual-threat quarterback. He thinks Joey Gatewood's he's more of a runner. He's not very much of a thrower. Apparently.
Well, when your running game needs some help, wouldn't that make sense?
It would make a lot of sense. But to be honest, Bo Nix running was not even a part of this game for the first time this year. We never even saw him try to run. That was not even close to being. Now, granted, a lot of times we were, first and 15 or second and 15 because we had a false start or something. We had 15 penalties in this game, by the way. Just unbelievable.
Yeah, and that's
ridiculous.
that 2 weeks we're going to work on stuff, and a majority of them were up front and stupid by the offensive line, and it wasn't just one lineman, it was everybody. The whole line played like crap.
Yeah.
Everybody either jumped off sides or had a bad snap or whatever, couldn't pass block.
As far as the question about what's our feeling about this program moving forward?
I don't have a different feeling, Andy. I've seen basically this Auburn fan base is divided. Half have accepted that we've gone on the road and we've lost to 2 very good football teams, and why is everybody in an uproar? Half the fan base I've seen say that, and that's a fair statement. But that side of the fan base is missing why we lose those games. The ineptness on offense that continues regardless of who you have back there at quarterback, regardless of who you have running the football, regardless of who you have out there running routes as receivers. The other half of the fan base has just absolutely had enough of it and just said, look, man, we don't want to be 8-4. Well, this is not an 8-4 team. And the only reason we're 8-4 is because the stubborn word keeps getting thrown out by everybody. Gus will not make adjustments and change. So really the fan base is split. You're either on one side or the other. That's kind of what I've decided by reading all the different things. And you got half, and it kind of pitted one another, against each other.
Well, look.
So which side are you on?
Well, I'm on the side now where I say I'm resigned to the fact that Gus is who he is. This is what it's going to be. I go back to 2013, 2014. Why did we hire Gus Malzahn? We hired him because of his offense.
That's exactly
because
right.
He brought in a powerful or a explosive offense. All right, 2013, 2014, we got what we wanted. 2015 is when we changed to more of a true dual-threat quarterback instead of basically a running back at quarterback, right?
That's right.
Okay, so he's been chasing that now ever since 2015. You go back since 2015, we're talking about 5 years against all Power 5 competition. That's 43 games. That's including the SEC title game against Georgia in 2017. 43 games, all right? We've had more than 500 yards of total offense in those 43 games only 5 times. Only 5 times. That was against Arkansas twice, Ole Miss twice, and Mississippi State. All right? Over 400 yards of total offense in those 43 games against Power 5 competition, 18 times. 18 times. That's against Kentucky, Arkansas 4 times, Ole Miss 4 times, A&M twice, Mississippi State, Missouri, once against Georgia, once against Alabama in 2017, Washington, and Tennessee. Otherwise, we have had less than 400 yards total offense in 43 games against Power 5 competition. Less than 400 yards total offense 25 times. More than half.
More than half.
More than half.
Over half.
Of the Power 5 competition since 2015, we have had less than 400 yards total offense in a game.
Well, since we're throwing stats out there, let me throw one out from our good friend Stat Tiger on Twitter. I'm going to give him credit for this. Under Malzahn's offense from 09 to 19, Auburn is 3-17 against SEC teams with a winning record, and the Tigers having no more than 35 rush attempts. Auburn's scoring average during those 20 conference games is 16.6 points per game. What does that tell you? Against good defensive fronts, we just had a comment on the show here. Can't remember who it was. We've had so many coming in that said the exact same thing. I think it was Jeffrey. We don't run well against bigger defensive fronts, better defensive fronts. I mean, is that who we are? I mean, numbers don't lie, do they?
We got to take a break, but we'll be back and we'll continue these discussions right after this.
Hi, I'm Kurt Bowman, General Manager of Baden Toyota. We'd like to announce our new lifetime warranty on any new Toyota.
Hashtag lifetime warranty. Hashtag we love our customers.
It can be used nationwide at no additional cost.
Hashtag customer service.
So come on by and let us show you
the Baden way.
Hashtag maintenance matters.
Hashtag totally awesome.
Baden Toyota of Sylacauga, just a short drive from home or online.
Hashtag your neighborhood dealership.
Cater your tailgate and game day parties with Chicken Salad Chick. All the Chick favorites like Buffalo Barkley, Kickin' Kaylin, and Sassy Scotty make the perfect dips and sandwich platters. Chicken Salad Chick is always a great choice when planning for a crowd. Our grab-and-go quick chicks make it easy. And now for a limited time, Rockin' Rita is back. Made with Wickles spicy red relish, this flavor has a kick of spice. Chicken Salad Chick and fall football, the perfect matchup.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
You already know the power and reliability of a Mahindra tractor. Get ready to meet their ATV and UTV lines. Haul more and tow more. Do more. Reaching speeds up to 60 miles an hour. Models have a 12-inch ground clearance and the ability to haul up to 1,200 pounds. There's a Mahindra utility vehicle and a model specifically to get the job done. Test drive today at Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor. Serving Tallapoosa, Coosa, Clay, and Talladega counties. 256-392-3613.
Expect it or not, the loss of a loved one is difficult. Put your family first by planning ahead. This is Joseph Dean, new owner of Alabama Funeral Homes and Cremation Centers. We are a full-service funeral home with an on-site crematory and cemetery. Whether your need is immediate or you would like to plan in advance, our experienced, compassionate staff can assist you in designing an enduring memorial experience, burial, or cremation. Alabama Funeral Homes and Cremation Centers on Highway 280 in Camp Hill or online, alabamafuneralhomes.com.
Harbor Point Ship Store has everything to make your day on the lake more enjoyable. Come on out to the biggest marina on the water. They have pizza, hot dogs, burgers, and more. Get your gas, groceries, snacks, ice, and everything you need for a fun day on the lake. Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned boat? Harbor Point has the best selection around of everyone's favorite Crest pontoons and Four Winds boats. Harbor Point also has a great selection of pre-owned boats. Come on out and take a look at Harbor Point, Marina Point Road in Dadeville. Get to the point.
Tires are important, and when getting a great price on tires, you want to get it right. So make the short drive to Wright's Tire in Sylacauga. Wright's Tire can get you any make or model of tire, and they make the drive worth it with volume pricing. Whether North Tallapoosa, South Talladega, or Coosa County, make the right choice, the right selection, the right service, and the right price. All at Wright's Tire on Fort William Street in Sylacauga. Call for a free quote, 256-245-7778, and get the right price on tires.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kia of Auburn. Kia of Auburn on South College. New Kias at 0% APR financing and no payments for 90 days.
Kia!
down. At Kia of Auburn, you are always number one.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you for just a couple more segments in today's show. Just going back to what I was talking about when we left off, Auburn's offense over the last 5 years, just the numbers are not pretty. I mean, Auburn has when they've been explosive, when they've had opportunities, or when they've taken advantage of defenses and been able to put up some big yards, it's against the cellar dwellers of the SEC, against the Arkansas, against the Ole Misses, against the Mississippi States. The teams that they've struggled with, and they've consistently struggled with them, is Georgia, Alabama, LSU, Florida, Clemson, these kind of teams like that. So this is the norm over the last 5 years. Now, you go back and look at it and you say, nobody could have foreseen. Jeremy Johnson just didn't work out. That was kind of a bust. Well, this guy got injured that time. Well, this was it. Well, we got a true freshman. There's always an excuse. And I'm not saying those aren't legitimate excuses.
But boy, it just seems like it's always.
But I think after 5 years, I think we can say there's always going to be an excuse.
There's a common denominator.
Yeah.
Randy says, Randy Hendon says the red zone offense hasn't been good in a couple of years. I mean, we are just field goal you. I mean, we just get down there and can't punch it in and have to kick field goals. And when you trade field goals for touchdowns, you don't win many games. Steven said Gus is costing us games, being stubborn. It's obvious play calling. Playing away gets to Bo, even though I think he will be great one day. He has no interceptions at home and 6 on the road. It's very valid. Justin said Bo Nix is also getting 0 development, as with all the previous QBs Gus has destroyed. John said the answer to every question that starts, is Gus really so stubborn? The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Jonathan says he agrees with you. Andy, I don't know what he agrees with you on. It's been quite a while. It's probably on everything. Ed said, what would this fan base say if Butch Thompson left a pitcher in that couldn't throw a strike, and when he did, they hit a home run? They would think he was an idiot. The same applies to Nix and Gatewood. Justin said no wins versus LSU, Georgia, or Alabama on the road in his tenure. Brandon said this is not 6A football or practice. This is the SEC. Auburn fans are suffering from the Trevor Lawrence effect. We are just conceding to lose if a true freshman can't win. So what kind of message are you sending to the backup QB? Seniors, coaches, fans, boosters, and family names are more than winning. We're just tired of being mediocre, and yes, the fan base is really split right now.
I agree with all that. I don't know where we go from. I mean, look, I'm not one of those people that would ever say, well, I hope we lose out because then we will make a change. Look, I'm in this season now. I'm hoping for the best possible outcome of this season. I'll deal with the macro, at the end of the year. But Auburn's going to owe Gus Malzahn, as far as I think by January 1st, about $18 million if they want to buy him out. Now, like you said, I think there's still a pretty reasonable chance that we could beat Georgia at home. If you do that and you win the bowl game, you can win 10 games and go 10-3. With a true freshman quarterback and basically a true freshman running back and
losing
sophomore wide receivers you lost on the road at top teams, is it going to get any better? Not unless you hire somebody with some real ability to coach the passing game. But we've seen that doesn't really work. So what's the best version of this offense? We go back to 2013 and 14. I mean, I don't –
running the ball.
I feel bad for Bo Nix because I'm not sure it's going to get any better. We need a running back at quarterback if we're going to be what Gus Malzahn is best at.
And the crazy thing is he's too blind to even see.
Well, the ironic thing is he doesn't want to do it.
He don't want to do what
he wants something else. He's chasing the Tulsa offense, apparently, he doesn't want to do what worked at Auburn. So I don't know I don't know.
Donald said reality is Auburn's not going to pay $27 million plus to make changes necessary.
Well, I'm not, but you never know about the yellow fellow.
Yeah,
or some of the big donors.
Well, I mean, you're starting to get into a situation now. I've said this for about 5 years, and now we're 5 years down the road. You don't ever want to become complacent. You don't ever want to become where Tennessee is right now, accepting. This fan base in Tennessee has just finally just given up, accepted that they're not any good. You know, they finally get a 20-point win over South Carolina, and they feel like they won the national championship, which they should because they've been through so much crap. They need to celebrate a win. But you're starting to have too big a sample size to really tell you who you are. We're always going to be the fourth team in the West or the third team in the West trying to fight up there to get to LSU and Alabama, and on certain years we may be able to top them. That's just where we are right now. And you know, if you're okay with being 8-4 most of the time and being that third team with an opportunity to every once in a while propel yourself up there to the second or the first place in the West, so be it. But that's kind of who you are right now over this Gus Malzahn tenure.
And, you know, you look at next year's defense, it's, you know, you're not going to be as dominant.
You're not going to be as dominant.
Hopefully you're going to be, you know, you're going to carry over a lot. You're still going to be a really good SEC defense, but
you ain't going to have Derrick Brown and Marlon Davidson up there.
You can't lose those two guys and not suffer.
It's just that's the thing. Look, we all knew that the schedule was rough, and we all knew it. I mean, we all talked about it as a caveat before the season even got started. But we also said, what is Auburn going to be able to do against this schedule? Are they going to beat anybody worth a darn? Well, they beat Oregon to start the season, which it took a last-second prayer to do that. But they did make the play and give credit where credit's due. You did drive down, score a touchdown, and win the game. If we lost that game, we hadn't beaten anybody of any substance. And so now you still got the two big ones left at the end of the season. You've lost the LSU and Florida game on the road.
Does it really matter how you win or lose? Ultimately, I mean, does it really matter how you win or lose?
Not in the moment it don't. Maybe for down the line it does.
I mean, you know.
In the moment. If Auburn catches that onside kick and goes down and scores and wins the game, we're all talking about, man, they played terrible, but they won.
But they won, yeah.
But that just kind of masks the real problem. You see what I'm saying?
I do. That's the problem with Gus, is that we are so spectacularly bad, but yet we're so close.
That's it.
I mean, it's up against the break. We'll be back with one final segment right after this.
Mortgage Pro is the new standard for mortgage loans. While other banks are taking 45 to 60 days to close a loan, Mortgage Pro is making it happen in less than 15 days. Your mortgage loan goes from start to finish in less than 15 days. Mortgage Pro is able to make this happen by having the most advanced technology and a highly trained staff with over 98 years combined experience. If you're looking to buy a home or refinance your current mortgage, call Mortgage Pro and let our team go to work for you.
So, you may not know it, but you've seen our work everywhere. For a combined 50 years, SignSource has been Central Alabama's premier option for all your sign needs. Custom signs for your business, club, or organization. Wraps and decals for your vehicle or boat. Full-color banners for your big sale, or a photo collage on canvas for grandma. All with fast, friendly, prompt service. Check out our website at signsourcenow.com. 888-533-6758. Go straight to the source. SignSource.
WOTM, your new TV home for high school sports in Alabama. This Thursday on WOTM, catch the AHSAA High School Football Game of the Week, presented by Ox Foundations. This week's matchup will feature the Pickens County Tornadoes versus the Gordo Green Wave. Stay with WOTM all 4 weeks of the playoffs. WOTM, the new home of AHSAA Super 7, live from Jordan Hare.
I am Lisa McClendon from Country Financial, and I have spent years in our community helping people protect their homes, cars, and lives. I am proud to be a member of the 2018 National Championship Team and a National Advisory Council member for Country Financial. Complete financial security does not end with just insurance. I am also here to help you plan for your financial future.
Together, we can help you set up a step-by-step plan to reach financial security. Let's talk soon.
Cater your tailgate and game day parties with Chicken Salad Chick. All the Chick favorites like Buffalo Barkley, Kickin' Kaylin, and Sassy Scotty make the perfect dips and sandwich platters. Chicken Salad Chick is always a great choice when planning for a crowd. Our grab-and-go quick chicks make it easy. And now for a limited time, Rockin' Rita is back. Made with Wickles spicy red relish, this flavor has a kick of spice. Chicken Salad Chick and fall football, the perfect matchup.
LMG Advertising Agency offers a comprehensive marketing solution tailored to each of our clients' needs. We are a full-service marketing firm offering website design and development, video production, social media marketing, search engine optimization, and overall branding that includes logo design, brochures, mailouts, and more. Our experienced team of marketing professionals would love to come up with a marketing strategy that will deliver results for you and your business. Learn more at lmgadagency.com or call today to start at 256-825-0197.
Find everything you need for the perfect outdoor living space at Russell Do-It Center, like the Fire Rock Outdoor Conventional Fireplace, smartly designed masonry systems that are easy to install and are less than half the cost of a scratch-built brick and mortar fireplace. Weber Grills, the best outdoor gas, electric, and charcoal grills, which always come pre-assembled. Yeti Coolers, premium coolers and accessories that are the ultimate in design, performance, and durability. Russell Do-It Center, experience and knowledge from the pros.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you, taking you up to 1 o'clock. Still a lot of comments coming through. We appreciate those so much. Jeffrey, one of our top fans. In my opinion, we should either open up the passing game for Bo and run more four-wide sets, 2-minute offense type stuff, and get people out of the box so he can scramble if necessary, or go to the 2013 route with Gatewood. I don't think we can get enough push on the line to run against loaded boxes with Nix, and to be honest, I'm not even sure it would work with Gatewood this year. If it were up to me, I'd rather see us open up the passing game and use the weapons we have, but it may be too late in the season. That's kind of where I am. I'd say at this point, I haven't seen any development really from Bo Nix, and I'm scared that we won't see any. So
it's bad, man.
I'm at the point of saying, look, I throw Gatewood out there to see. I mean, I just for Bo Nix's best.
Well, to shield him from learning, from getting to the point where he has zero confidence at all, man.
Yeah.
That's where we're going with this again. I understand standing by your guy and saying this is the quarterback, and I think Bo Nix is. I mean, I watched him in high school plenty enough. I know how good he is. But, man, this is a different animal in the SEC and a true freshman. And he's got to be able to make some plays. Even though Gus's play calling isn't the best, he's got to be able to in that position, you've got to make some plays to get your team out of some holes sometimes. And right now, he's just not able to make any plays like that.
Putting a true freshman in 3rd and 15 for most of the game
is asking.
I mean,
you ask a 4-year veteran. 3rd and 15, you're asking too much.
And I say put Gatewood in there not because I think he's a better quarterback. I think it's because I think it's a better system that we can succeed in. If we're going to call the games like we're calling them now, with Bo Nix, then I just don't know what the point is anymore.
Wesley said he thinks that we sub too much on offense. We do. I mean, it's so much personnel coming in and out to really not do anything. I mean, really. Yeah. And then we don't do the obvious things like put the ball in Anthony Schwartz's hands. Give your playmakers a chance to make plays, man.
When's the last time we threw just a go route to Anthony Schwartz?
I don't remember.
I mean, he caught the touchdown against Mississippi State, or he went out at 3 or whatever. That's the last deep pass I remember us throwing. How can you not do that once a game?
Can we not just send him on a sprint, even if there is a safety high? Can he run by him? I mean, he's standing back there.
How can you not do that at least?
How's that not in the
couple times a
playbook?
game?
I said a minimum of 3. I've said that a long time.
I mean, on 3rd and 15, 1st and 10, I don't care what the down is. Just try it. I mean,
it's the most.
That's baffling to me, really.
It's really hard to make wholesale offensive changes midseason. That's what I meant by too late.
I get we are who we are. I mean, that's.
Yeah, but you put yourself in that position because of the stubbornness. Gus put the team in that position by deciding that he's going to sell out, like Brandon said on here a minute ago, and just ride or die with a freshman quarterback. Period. Doesn't matter. Not going to look at his numbers. Not going to look at the situations. Not going to look at he's struggling a little bit. You know, well, we got through the road schedule. We're good now. We got this road schedule behind us. We're at home. We're going to be champions. Going to finish out and be champions.
We are.
I mean, I don't know what of, but, I mean, I guess the Iron Bowl, he'd claim a state championship.
Maybe.
If that's what we're playing for. Let me tell you, there's one Tiger that played well this weekend, Tiger Woods. I got to throw him out there because, man, you know he's my guy, and I like Tiger Woods. And, man, that's a massive record he tied.
Oh, yeah,
Sam Snead.
Well, I mean, he was eventually going to get there.
I don't know that he was, though, Andy. I mean, when he went through in 2009 and 10 and the surgeries and the personal life crisis and stuff he went through, I didn't see it. I didn't think he was going to get close to that. Tiger even said yesterday, you know, when he got north of 50-plus wins, he thought it was an attainable goal, but what he went through in his life, he thought that ship had sailed. Also on the majors, nobody thought he'd ever win another major. He won one this past year. He's won 3 out of his last 14 tournaments. He's starting when he feels good, man. He's again hard to beat. So I think he's got a couple more major wins in his belt, under his belt, that he can pull out, and I think he obviously is going to break the tournament PGA Tour all-time wins record. I mean, he's the greatest.
I think he's going to compete at the Masters for the next at least 5 years.
I think so, and
At
I think
least.
he wins 2 of them.
Man,
So I mean, it's just that's how he just history. In him when he's back playing, unless it's medical, unless he tweaks something where he physically can't go out there, he's got a mental edge over those guys at that particular course. So I just had to throw that out there because, man, what a feat. I think he's the best of all time. We've been able to witness the best basketball player of all time in Michael Jordan. Andy, we've grown up watching him. We got to watch the best golfer in Tiger Woods.
Maybe the greatest athlete in Bo Jackson.
We got to witness Bo Jackson and Herschel Walker for you Georgia fans out there that throw that out there. And we've also watching maybe the best.
I can see that Herschel may be a better tailback. But there's
He's
no
not a
question
better
that Bo Jackson's a better
Oh,
athlete.
no, of course not. And then and I can't bring this conversation up without saying Tom Brady.
Yeah.
He's not athletically not going to blow anybody away, but, man, his mental stiffness and the way he plays the game and how prepared he is and how precision-like he is with everything is second to none. I don't think you'll ever see anything like it again. So
Astros up now 2-3 games.
Oh,
to
that's
2.
that thing.
They blow into Washington.
I mean, blow in is like the word.
Well, hey, maybe Washington can only win on the road.
Ed said that Hastings didn't play because he had a jam finger and then put him out there on a punt.
He had some jam on his finger?
I guess so. He was eating too many biscuits that morning.
I don't know what to do.
Dude, this substitution thing.
What would it matter? We weren't going to throw it to him anyway.
Jim said the punter play was awesome. Don't forget Aaron Sipas. Well, he was out there plenty.
He had a lot of opportunities.
Hey, they're just not getting a lot of – people aren't returning punts this year. He's so much better than he was last year.
I agree. And that he had to punt right on his heels on the end zone line a couple of times, and he did well. We just could not do anything to get the ball off of the goal line offensively. That was a big problem.
Yep.
But anyway, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for us on the Auburn Blitz on this Monday. Hey, we're here all week, though, so by all means, give us your comments. We'll be on the air tomorrow. I believe it'll be Randy and Brett with you tomorrow. That should be an interesting show. It always is. Thank you so much for all of you out there joining us today. We'll be back tomorrow. Brett Pritchard, I'm Andy Graham. So long, everybody. We'll talk to you.